talking about whatever it is we hear. So I remember when Prince was maybe at the top of his game. Purple Rain. He was recognizable with his image and with his music. And of course, he went on to have a career after that and have a lot of respect. But maybe Purple Rain, when the movie and the soundtrack were popular, was the height of it. And then he was just kind of still making hits and still popular, but seen as, more of an elder statesman type rather than somebody at the prime of their peak. I don't know why I want to characterize his career in that way anyway. But I really enjoyed Around the World in a Day, which came out after Purple Rain. I don't think I actually saw the movie. I think Purple Rain was my introduction to Prince, but I might have known who he was the album before. I don't know. But after Purple Rain was Around the World in a Day, which I preferred much more. When I think about Prince, I think about someone who has a lot of music in the vaults. Disney has a lot of things in the vaults. Prince has a lot of things in the vaults. Dolly Parton has a lot of songs in the vaults. Michael Jackson has a lot of songs in the vaults. In other words, they recorded lots of songs and they have the ability to release them after their death, which I don't think they've done with Prince. But I wouldn't know for sure. But When Doves Cry, that's a beautiful cut. It's meaningful, but it's also danceable. It fits right in with the music of the time, but it also stands on its own. So he had a good song with that, no question, in my opinion. Of course, he's reached that status where nobody says anything negative about him. He's just a musical genius. But it's perfectly fine to not like somebody's song or somebody's voice or somebody's style, whether they're a musical genius or not. But there's Prince, the musical genius. His connection to conspiracies is that he died on the Queen's birthday and his name is Prince. But there's, people die on some day, so there's 1 out of 365 chance that they'll die on a particular day. But a conspiracy can find significance in any day. Now the Queen, and of course we're talking about the Queen of England, the Queen has 2 birthdays. She has the day her birth is celebrated and the day her birth took place. So of all the people in the world, she's got 2 out of 365 coincidental dates. But the thing about it is if he had died on her coronation day, if he had died on her christening day, if he had died on her her wedding day, if he had died on any day important to her, someone might have drawn the inference that he was a sacrifice for her. Is it her Diamond Jubilee? I don't think it's her Purple Jubilee. That would be a nice coincidence, wouldn't it? But anyway, she's reigned longer than anybody else on that throne, and he died on an important day in her life. And so people said because he was called Prince and she was called the Queen, that it was an Illuminati sacrifice. Though that doesn't do much for me, but I'll tell you what does is in his song where he says, "Don't let the elevator take us down or break us down," um, and then he died in an elevator. Huh. Um, Interesting. And then of course there's his uh, appearance on a late night show where he talked about some conspiracies, and then where he got ill on a plane in the air and had to land. But you know what? That doesn't really mean that it was an actual conspiracy, does it? So, rest in peace, Prince. Yesterday we were talking about Whitney. Everybody dies. At least those people did something with their lives. And I hope you enjoy that song and enjoy the legacy of Prince whenever you hear it. All right. Take care, everybody.